you don't need to have top-of-the-line suspension or a carbon frame to get rowdy on the trails. And in fact, in today's video, we're going over the top 5 valued enduro bikes that you can get in 2023 that get you the most bang for your buck. All the bikes that we're going to be going over today have a 150 to 170 millimeters of rear travel, slack head tube angles, and come in at under $3,000. If you're looking for something a little less hardcore, check out my last video on the best valued trail bikes. And with that being said, let's get into the bikes.
The first bike on the list is the Vitus Sommet CR, and it's priced at $2,900, and it comes in 2 different models, a full 29er or a mulleted version. Both share the same carbon front triangle and alloy rear in this beautiful Velocity blue-black colorway. The Sommet is a great platform for bike park laps, but its true home turf is on those janky backcountry descents. The Sommet has a reach of 471 millimeters in a size large, a slack 64-degree head tube angle, and a 76.5 degree C-tube angle. Both models of the CR come spec'd with the same quality components. You're getting 162 millimeters of rear travel with the RockShox Super Deluxe Select R, a beefy 38 millimeter stanchion fork with the RockShox Domain RC, which has 170 millimeters of travel, a Shimano Dior 12-speed drivetrain paired with powerful 4-piston Dior brakes, and a tubeless ready WTB wheel set with a Maxxis Assegai up front and a Minion DHR2 in the rear. The Sommet will give you everything you need to take on the toughest trails and doesn't skimp on this great valued build. The next bike on the list is the Specialized Status 160, and it's currently on sale for a killer price of $2,250. This is hands down the best spec'd bike you can get for the current price, so take advantage of that sale Specialized is having. Specialized created the Status 160 to be a truly burly, performance-driven one-quiver bike. It's happy hitting jumps with style, pedaling your local trails, or eating up some of that bike park tech if that tickles your fancy. The Status only comes with a mullet setup with a 29-inch wheel up front and a 27.5 in the rear. The Status 160 has aggressive geometry with a reach of 487 millimeters in a size S4, which is equivalent to about a large in other brands, a very slack 63.2 degree head tube angle, and a 76 degree C-tube angle. This is going to be the most aggressive bike from a numbers perspective that we're looking at today. Specialized didn't skimp on the build kit for the Status, as it comes with a 160mm Fox Float X performance rear shock, 160mm Fox Float 36 rhythm fork, and the tried and true SRAM NX drivetrain, SRAM Kodar brakes, and Specialized rims paired with Butcher tires. For riders who may not need 160mm of travel for their day-to-day riding, Specialized also offers a 140mm travel version of the Status. If you're looking for something a bit more playful and give you a more lively ride, the Status 140 is packed with all the same features and only slightly less aggressive geometry. The next bike on the list is the Marin Alpine Trail 7, which comes in at a price of $29.99. And there's actually a sale going on right now at Bikes Online where you can snag this exact model for $23.99. So go check it out while you can. The Alpine Trail is a full 29er and a perfect bike for people that throw in a long sustaining climb to earn their downhill fun. This aluminum Alpine Trail 7 comes in one colorway and is Marin's entry-level full suspension enduro bike. This bike has a reach of 480 millimeters in a size large, an aggressive 63.5 degree head tube angle, and a steep 78 degree C-tube angle. The Alpine Trail 7 comes with a 160mm RockShox Yari RC fork, 150mm of travel in back thanks to the RockShox Deluxe Select Plus, a Shimano Dior group set, and Shimano MT420 hydraulic disc brakes. It is worth shopping around to see if you can find the 2022 Marin Alpine Trail XR, which is on sale for around $3,000. So if you can find one that's in your size, I recommend you snag that up if you're a fan of Marin. The next bike is a crazy good deal, and it's the YT Capra Core 1. This entry-level enduro machine comes in at $26.99 and doesn't skimp on the fun factor. The Capra Core 1 occupies that sweet spot between trail and downhill, which offers a safety net of plush travel for ambitious sends and outright encouragement when you're flying through the woods. The Capra Core 1 is an aluminum frame that comes in both full 29 or a mixed wheel mullet setup, a geometry adjusting flip chip, and in 2 different colorways, Black Magic or Sludge Green. The Capra has a reach of 464 millimeters on a size large, a 64 degree head tube angle, and a 77.4 degree seat tube angle. Just note the head and seat tube can be steepened by about a half a degree with the flip chip, and it's also worth noting that YT sizing is a bit smaller than other manufacturers, and I'd recommend sizing up based on their geometry tables. The Capra comes with a 170mm RockShox Zeb base, 165mm RockShox Super Deluxe Select RT shock, the durable SRAM NX group set, 4-piston SRAM DB8 brakes, and the Sun Ringo wheel set with Maxxis Assegai up front and a Maxxis Minion DHR2 in the rear. If you do have an extra $400 sitting around the house, take a look at the next model up, the Capra Core 2 for $3,099. It comes with Fox Performance suspension, SRAM Code brakes, and Crank Brothers Synthesis Enduro wheels. Definitely worth the extra money in my opinion. Moving on to the last bike on our list, and it's the Canyon Torque AL5, and it comes in at $29.99. This bike is a big bruiser meant to take on your challenging backcountry trails, bike park jump lines, and your big mountain adventures. It comes with 29-inch wheels in one color, Real Raw, and regarding the geometry, the Torque has a reach of 485mm in a size large, a slack 63.5 degree head tube angle, and a 78 degree seat tube angle. The AL5 is a big bike and comes with a 170mm RockShox Zeb Select, 170mm RockShox Super Deluxe Select Plus shock in the rear, Shimano Dior drivetrain and Shimano Dior brakes, and a race face AR wheel set that's already set up tubeless ready with Maxxis Assegai up front and a Minion DHR2 in the rear.
So that's all for today's video. If you found it useful, consider subscribing and giving it a thumbs up. If you have any questions on the bikes, leave them in the comments down below. And I also have the bikes listed in the description, so if you want to do some more digging. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.